Morning.
Morning.
We're just waiting for our breakfast on our last morning in Palawan before we start heading back to airports to get back to the UK. So we thought we'd just summarise what we thought of the holiday and some of our best and our highlights of places we've been.
So what's best?
I would say let's kick off with the best room that we've stopped in so far.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd agree with you that it was the nicest styling.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
felt like a bit of a wow when we walked in there. Bed was massive and really soft.
Yeah. Really comfortable. The bathroom
Okay.
was nicely done, but there were some issues. But as soon as we mentioned anything, it was sorted. To be fair,
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think they could put the bath around the right way quickly, but hey
No. Then we go to the best resort. You know, in total. No, thank you. So we then no thank you. No, thank you. Then we go to best resort, and that's the overall sort of like staff and
food, accommodation, all of it, amenities there.
I'll tell you what, let's cut this bit out and we'll start again.
Start again.
Then what about best food?
Best food, pastas and seafood,
Definitely.
definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
really good.
agree with that as well.
And the choice, nicely done.
That was down in Badian area, wasn't it? Or Badian?
Baby, and however you say it.
Well, we
Yeah,
went
just
canyoneering.
Yeah, so not far from Kawasan Falls.
And that was there was a Danish owner, and he'd sort of like taught his staff about cooking on lots of different styles, and it was just fantastic. We didn't have a bad meal in there.
No,
The best view.
we think it was Festus again because it was
Yeah.
a nice view. We were high up in the room and had a little balcony and we looked out over a bay, which was very pretty.
Yeah, the jungle, Atramuras was good as well, but I think it just picked it for the actual. It was just stunning there. It was so nice. Then we'd look at. Help me out.
I can't remember what else we said, so we were
Best budget,
best budget, yeah.
because we have stopped in about 4 budget hotels on the trip.
That have been about £25 a night.
Yeah, and none of them have let us down.
No, well, I didn't like the Manila one so much.
I think that was down to the location because of the noise was bad, but
I don't. I think it was an older apartment and it was not well maintained. I would say it was okay, but I would have rather been somewhere else.
okay. So, what are you thinking the best budget is then?
So we're saying that it was Amani Suites, which was Mactan
Yep,
on
in Cebu
near
City.
Cebu City. So it was convenient for the airport. Can't remember the price of it.
It was about £24,
Yeah,
something like that. We did contemplate putting Juns in as the top one, and it was really close, and that was the winner. And then I mentioned the fact that Amani also had a swimming pool and a gym, and that just topped it for us, even though we didn't use those.
get
But
those things for the price that we paid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
crazy.
It
As I
is
say, you
crazy.
can do budget holiday in the Philippines. If you don't want the views all the time, then you can definitely go around at about £24 a night.
Yeah, I don't think in the holiday destinations we've got the cheaper ones in the cities and in Oslo, which isn't particularly a holiday destination. So what quality you get for that kind of price in
Down here.
holiday resorts, yeah, I'm a bit dubious about, to be fair. We've not experienced them, but yeah, I don't think they'd be as good quality. So that was best budget accommodation.
And then basically, overall, the very best that you think that we've been at this holiday?
Western.
It was quite easy, wasn't
It
it?
was
really?
quite easy, yeah. Just everything all around. The pool was really nice. The staff were absolutely brilliant. The food was good. The
It's-
accommodation was comfortable but basic. Yeah.
The staff have been great all over the place, but there they were seemed to be so happy in their work, and I think that was down to the owner again in the way that the staff were treated, for one thing, and he looked after them on other ways that we got told about. But they also worked so damn hard. There was all the greenkeepers, groundspeople, weren't they, that
Yeah.
were cutting grass all
Yeah.
constantly, just making it look really pretty.
We said when we arrived there that we just felt that we were going to be looked after, and we were looked after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the girls had their own personality. They were all giggling like mad and just they were having a lot of fun as well as
They were
looking
fun.
after us.
They were fun to be around,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. So that's that one. You got anything else?
No, not really. I mean, the only other things, just to sum up, would be things that we've learned on this holiday that have been different to others. Definitely get a local SIM,
eSIM.
an eSIM.
So it's an electronic SIM, and you can get them worldwide, or you can pick them for the country that you're going to. They have been around a while. We've never used them before, but we will definitely be using them in the future.
In every holiday.
In every holiday, yeah. I used Arlo, and you used Sailor.
Saley,
So
it
you-
was about £8 I think for
Yeah.
about 9 gig,
Yeah.
and I've used about 3 or 4 gig so far, and I've got a day left, so
Yeah, they're so easy.
very, very easy.
The Philippines itself,
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that the best thing for me, certainly, I don't know if you agree with Steve, has been the people. They are friendly, kind and funny, so that has been one of the big things for me.
Yeah, totally agree. Yeah, they have everything that we just said. Yeah, they've been brilliant. Yeah, I would. Yeah, what I would say is that it is a little bit pricier in the Philippines to what we've experienced elsewhere.
It is.
Maybe twice the amount of money for if you're going for a location, the hotels and the B&Bs and the Airbnbs, probably twice the amount of what you pay in Sri Lanka,
Thailand.
India,
Yeah.
which surprised us.
I think, yeah, I'm not certain, but I think it's if you're looking for backpacker, hostel, all those kinds of things, with budget accommodation, I think it's very well catered for. But if you want something a little bit nicer, which we do these days,
Yep.
then you do pay for it. And that is what it is. That is just the situation. But I do find it challenging at times.
Yeah, because you compare it to other
Yeah,
holidays.
yeah, definitely. And you just wonder why you're paying so much more, but it does seem to be that way.
I think there are a few more European owners of hotels over here, and they've put their prices on the accommodation, and it doesn't always live up to the price.
Expectations and the price, yeah, you wonder what you're getting for that money, to be fair.
Yeah, but in the whole, we've had a good trip again.
We've had a lot of accommodation.
Yeah, we've done 12. We're going to have 13 after tonight. And so I think we've had a varied amount that we could actually say compare.
Definitely, yeah, definitely.
There's something else I just remembered, and now it's gone. It's just an age thing, I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. I'm probably gonna cut here and then come back in a second. It'll be seamless. It was a tip. Money.
Oh, yeah.
Just remembered. Okay. The other thing about the Philippines, and this may change over the next year or two, but they're very cash dependent. So when you get here, make sure you load up a card that does it, that you get good rates on, so that you can actually withdraw money from cash machines or bring cash yourself, because a lot of the places don't accept card.
It's really rare, isn't it? I mean, in Manila, we used to card once in a pancake house,
Yeah,
which is, you know, for a city is really surprising.
5 days. But
And not all of the hotels, places that we're staying have used, have accepted cards. In
No.
fact, it's been in the minority, hasn't it?
yeah, I think it was to start off with. I think we've had a few more. The most recent one, we've got to pay cash, and again because of that, the budget of the cash that we actually brought, we just had to be a bit careful on certain things. So that's just one thing to be aware of when you do come to the Philippines. Just make sure that you do.
We got charged more for using Euronet. Euronet would only let us take out 5,000 at a time, and they charged us 300 pesos to do that.
It's about 350.
Whereas what, sorry, sometimes 350.
Yeah, which is £5 charge just for taking out some money, and you're only taking out about £80 from Euronet.
And video was better. You could take out 15,000, or was it 14?
We take out 14 just because then you get extra charges from hours, but I think you could have even taken out a bit more from them.
Yeah, I think you could take out a bit more of it for every, once you go over, I can't remember if it's 14 or 15, you get charged a little bit extra. So the flat rate is like 200, and then you get charged for increments over 14 or 15. Yeah,
Yeah, something like that.
something like that. It's worth looking into because it does, if you're taking cash out a few times, then obviously it adds to the cost
Again,
of your holiday.
yeah, it probably cost us maybe one day's accommodation for the amount of times that we've been getting charges.
Maybe we haven't actually looked at that, have you?
I have.
Have you?
Yeah,
On my mum's iPad.
on your mum's iPad, yeah.
How would you look on my mum's iPad?
Because I know how many times that we've taken out money,
Okay.
and so it's a simple one.
Okay.
There you go.
Right, it's been about 4 weeks since we got back, and we've had all the credit card bills in now, and we can just finally do a summarise of what we actually spent on the holiday. I said that it'd be about £2,000. Elaine said it'd be 2,500. Definitely got a clear winner on that one, but she's not here. Just to go through it, so the airport parking, we spent 90. These are all kind of like prices that we spent each, so individually the spend. So airport parking, it was £98 each. Insurance was £57 each for the holiday. The accommodation in total on the 32 nights was £926 each, which was most expensive, obviously. The flights were £610. That included 3 internal flights and the 1 main flight from Heathrow to China and then onto the Philippines. The spends, which included food, drink, and the trips that we did, like the swim with whales, whale sharks, and the canyoneering, things like that. That totaled £699, and we also got a fine for overstaying our trip, our visa, because the flights got changed at one point. It took us over by 2 days. You're only allowed 30 days in the Philippines, and I think we stopped for 32. So when we got to the airport, we weren't allowed to leave unless we paid a fine, and it had to be in cash. That causes a few problems in the airport because the machines weren't working either, and we'd spent all of our cash getting ready to go home. So we managed it in the end, but yeah, a bit of hassle. But normally we'd sort of like do a trip for 4 weeks, 28 days, so that wouldn't be a problem. But we saw the opportunity to take an extra 4 days, and we took it, and didn't realise the implications that cost us. Yeah, we total our spending was about £2,390 each. So close to 2,400. I'd say those 4 extra days, in my defence, took us over towards Elaine's total. I think if we'd have done the 4 weeks as normal, we'd have come in around about £2,000. But yeah, Elaine was definitely the winner on that one. And that wraps up the holiday. So you see, you can do it for that little bit of money, spend a full month away. Hopefully we've shown you a few different tips along the way, and I hope you have a go at it yourselves, because it's definitely rewarding doing it. Sometimes it can be taxing, like we had with the trip down to the airport on the final couple of days, and a couple of other things, but in majority of it, it's a good way of travelling that we found over the last 20 years, and it's saved us an absolute fortune listening to our friends how much they spend on their trips. Okay, Happy New Year. I hope 2025 is a good one. We're possibly looking at Italy in May, so please subscribe, and hopefully you'll see some more videos from us later on in the year. All right. Anyway, what I've got you here for, I've just done the last video by myself, so
Well done.
yeah, I don't want anyone thinking, oh, where's she gone? But there's something that I've got to give you.
What?
Yeah.
A prize!
There you go. You won. You
Wow.
don't look on that bit. That's why I held it that
I
way.
might show that
There you
to,
go. That's the winning little trophy from.
a trophy.
Yeah, to get in the closest.
Oh, it is metal.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
yeah, it's solid silver, that one.
No expense spared.
Yeah. Anyway,
Fantastic.
well done.
What's it for?
It's for guessing the getting closest to the amount
There you go.
for the holiday. Yeah, you were £100 out. I was £400 out.
Ooh. Oh, you're
Okay.
both very close then,
So,
really.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, that's it. The end of us, and
The end of us? Is that
the end of this holiday.
it?
And we'll see you again soon.